Hello everyone, welcome on back. Jean here. Okay, today we're going to work on some patriotic cards. Patriotic, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Flag Day, you know, whatever. So we're just going to work on some. These are the two paper packs I'll be taking some elements out of. We're not using a lot out of it. I'm just using a few things out of it. So I've got this one from Photo Play, Land That I Love. And so we'll be using a few of the papers from here. And the other one, Echo Park, America. Some of the different papers. So we're not going to be using a lot of this paper pack, these paper packs, just a few elements out of it. I'm trying not to use too much Cricut stuff because I know not everybody has die cutting machines and everything. So I'm trying to show you guys more cards and stuff that you can just make on your own. So the first one I'm going to kind of go to what I think is maybe easiest to hardest, or, you know, they're all not hard though. This one we're going to layer. So this is the one that I mostly use paper from the paper pack. I will go along and I'll give you measurements as we go along. I cut everything out to save time so I can get as many cards done for you guys as possible, because you want to see some finished product. There we go. I'll get you in a little bit. So of course the A2 card size is what we're going to use. Any color you want. And then the first layer, and I'll glue as we go along. So I chose red, and then it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to put this right on top. So I'm not leaving a white border on this one. So I'm just bringing it to edge on this one. School's out. And Abby got her first job. So she'll be working some of the summer. Get over there. Okay, so then, let's see, we'll do the blue layer. We'll put a blue layer on. And then this one is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're just going to put it right on top. I'm doing a lot of layers with this one. I like layers. Layers kind of really make your card sometimes. And this is Michael's paper, the 65 weight. And watch for sales. I rarely buy anything full price. Only if it's an emergency. Now I use the star pattern paper. And if you want to know specifically which pad that came out, in case you guys want to buy one, that star one came out of the Land That I Love. And it's right here from Photo Play. So in case you like that paper, that's where that one came from. And the back side has the ice cream cones. Okay, so we put that one down next. Right in the middle. And now we can decide for this whole set, and this one will be foaming this set up, and you can do it in the middle, you can do it up a little bit, you know, kind of like this, off to the side a little bit. So there's lots of different ways you can put that on there. I think I'm just going to stick with the middle on this one. So let's glue all these pieces together first. And this one is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. Then the next one, the red layer we're going to put on top of it, is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inches. I'm like, I was telling my niece, yeah, you're done with school. That went really fast, and watch how fast summer goes. It'll be gone before you know it. Okay. And then this was one of the cards. Let's see, which one did that come out of? I'm not sure which one. Yeah, okay, that one came out of Photo Play too. So that one came out of this one. So that's one of the card sheets that they have. And I just chose the Happy 4th of July. And that was the back of that one. Kind of like a confetti. Okay. Now this one, I moved it just a little bit. We're gonna foam that up. So let's grab some foam dots here. We're just gonna do a quick foam. Normally, I would put on a couple extra ones, but this is just for video. So we could be here all day if I was putting foam dots on. Like, I should get one of those like big 3M rolls or something. Well, it has some new ones out, I heard too. For what company that was from. I gotta check into that. Okay, put that like that. See all the different layers, how that changes your card instead of just putting like one layer down there. And now I got some little red jewels. I'm just going to put 3 of them up in this corner. And the challenge is always just to get them off. And I don't know where all my, gems and everything come from. I will list everything that I can. Most of the stuff I've been trying now since I started the channel is keeping things in packages now, so that I can tell you guys where things come from, because I've been crafting for how many years. I'm paper crafting. I've got years of stash, and I can't link a lot of that stuff, but I've been trying to keep things so I can link for you guys. So there's the first card. And that was just using a paper pack. So nothing special on this one, just using a paper pack. Okay, let's move this aside a little bit. Now for this one, we got, again, the A2 card base. You know me, I mostly use A2. And this one I had the Cricut do some work for me. I had it draw some fireworks on. I had to kind of position them on there myself and everything, and that's can be a lot of work sometimes. And I just had it draw on. And this spot's open for a reason, because we're going to put something there, so I didn't really care about covering it up. Okay, so you can see that. So we're just going to put that on there. And we will foam, let's foam that up. No, let's not, because we're going to be doing a lot of gems on this one. So let's not foam this up. We'll foam the other thing up. And then the gems will give it some bulk too. So you don't want too much bulk if you're going to put it in an envelope. Do you guys like 4th of July fireworks? What's your favorite part? I don't really go to fireworks anymore. I just really don't care for crowds that much anymore. The older I get, I don't mind watching them, but I just don't care for the crowds anymore. It's like fighting the parks and everything. Okay, so now I took, which one did this come out of? Okay. So I took this that says Happy Independence Day, and I already backed it with some reds to save him some time, because if you put that down on there, it really, kind of blended too much. So I kind of backed it. So let's put some foam dots on that one. We'll put some circle foam dots on this one, I guess. I love the get-togethers. You know me. One of these days I should tape at 8 in the morning and see if I sound any better. Jeez. I told you I do most of my taping after the dogs would go down, because they would interfere constantly. And then we're just going to put in that space I kind of left open. Okay, so far we have that, and we've got a little bulk on there. And then I have the red and blue for my stash. And I am going to put the red ones in the blue centers, because I'm kind of weird that way. Oh, that one lost its sticky, so then we got to put some glue down. Sometimes that happens. My sticky stayed on there. So then just glue it on. Okay. Let's see if I can get any other ones to come up with stickies. There's one. Put that one in there. And like I said, these will give it some bulk to begin with, because these are a little bit bigger gems. That one there. And now we need another. I'm going to put a red one down there. Come on, red, come off of there. Nope, the red just doesn't want to. Stickies. And then I think I'm going to put one up there and fake it because I like the symmetry there a little bit. I just think it needs, so if I put it way in the corner, you won't even know. You might think that's the center of the firework, you know. It's your card, do what you want. There, see? I just think we need that balance a little bit. Okay, so there's that one, how quick that was. The longest on this card was, of course, working in the design space because I had, you know, I found some fireworks and I had to do a little, you know, slicing and dicing and everything to make the background. And so there's that one. That's 2. So we're about 10 minutes into this. We got 2. All right, so this one I had the Cricut do some work for me too. So I did some stars, and I was able to find a small grouping of stars. And so I just kind of put them throughout there and sliced them out. So I did a red, white, and blue one. Red, white, and blue one. We've got, of course, our A2 size card base. I've got a piece of gold glitter, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to put that right down there. You can see my card is not quite cut right. Okay, so then I want to just kind of put these down. I'm just going to kind of center them there. Put the blue on this end. Try to give it about the same amount of space around. Now first lay them all down. Then I'll adjust them as I need them, but that looks pretty good. I'm going to move that one over a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we'll just put some dots around here. Okay, I put one up in that corner so it stays down. Now I'm just going to turn it a little bit so that I can position it halfway decent. And I need to come down just a little. Okay. And glitter is going to take a little bit to dry. Okay, there's the first one. And we'll do our blue. All right, lay that one down. Okay. And now the white one. Okay, we have that so far. I just think that gold glitter adds a little something to this card. Thought that was really pretty. Now, we're just going to run some string around. So I'm going to start, and I'm just going to tape on the back. You know what I did? I glued that down. Oh, see, there you guys get my mistakes. I didn't mean to glue that down yet. I don't think I can tear it off at this point. No. Okay, well, we're going to fake it. We just won't open the card. See, I get ahead of myself. Do you guys do that? I know I didn't want to put the base down yet. Okay, so this is what I would have did. So, don't glue your base down yet. So So I'm just going to fake it. I'm not going to, you know, we'll just do some taping here. And then we're going to run it. Try to find even. Okay. Cross over. I'm going to cross again like that. Another piece of tape. You guys are probably like, Jean, what are you doing? Okay, there. I told you, we're just gonna fake it. I leave my mistakes in for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna put a little glue on there. I'm just gonna put a gem in the middle of that one, if I can get it to lay straight. And then I got this out of, I think this one came out of the America one. Yeah, that one came out of America. And I backed it with red. Again. Got to use the little round ones. The square ones are too big for this. Well, I won't be sending that card to nobody. Oh my goodness. And I'm really not even tired. I don't know how I could make that mistake. I was so excited with the gold. So there, that's what I would do. But do that before you lay the gold down. Silly me. Okay, there's number 3. Okay, we can move most of that. Here's my favorite one. Sometimes I just, you know, think these things up in my sleep sometimes. Okay, we're going to use a fabric tack on this one. We're going to use our fabric tack. And hopefully, I had to get a new bottle. And we can put, we don't want to put this down, Jean. Let's not make that mistake again. So, we have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece, okay? Our card is going to be oriented this way, okay? This way. So what I have is I'm using this ribbon, which I just cut down the center to make this. So you can cut up all your ribbons, cut them all apart. Okay, I'm going to put a center that one where I want it. And then I'm going to put this one. Always kind of lay out your stuff first and then see where you go from there. And then we're going to put this one right about there. And then, can you see where we're going, guys? I know you're thinking, what are you doing? Okay, now we'll take up one at a time, use our fabric tack. I'm just going to run a little bead. I'm not going to worry about getting it down because this is just for demonstration. And my little tool is gone, so we'll kind of use this little brush. I have a silicone tool. Okay. Don't mess up. Next, this is probably the most time-consuming one. Well, because I had to cut all the ribbon apart, for one. I had to cut it all apart. Cut it all in half. but I think it makes a nice, you can use like a, if you have like a white washi tape, you can use that. You can use strips of paper. I just thought the ribbon would give it a little different look. You could use glue here instead of, because it dries clear anyways. Okay, and my stripes are off, of course, because should be to still position things a little. You could always draw some lines straight down. Okay, we don't need the fabric tack. Before I flip it all over and do that, I'm going to put on the corner piece. So then they had this star paper. This was in the photo play one. So I cut a little piece of this. It is 2.5 by 2. And we're going to put that right here up in the corner. You know, guys, I can't be perfect all the time. I mean, I don't even think I can be perfect half the time. You have all this stuff in my head, and sometimes it comes out differently when I do it. Okay. Okay, then I had the Cricut do a little star and write celebrate on it, and then I tied a little bow around it. I did that. I'm not good at bows. You guys didn't want to watch me do that all day. Trust me, it took me about 10 minutes to get halfway decent. So you don't want to watch me. And all I used was it was like a twine, a string, a red string. So that's all I used. You can use, you know, whatever, but it's really tiny. So that's what I did. And we're going to put that right in the middle. Let's foam that up. Just put one on there. It's good for demonstration. Right in the middle. Okay, there we have that. And then we're going to flip it over now. And we are going to kind of put those down. You could just tape them if you want, but this won't be bad. And then we'll glue it down to our base. Sticking to my fingers now more than paper. All right, let me rub some off my hands. And we're just going to quick get that onto the base, which is over here. Make sure we put it on the right way. I've been known to put things upside down. Just put some glue on there. We can make sure our ribbon stays inside. Be a little careful because our ribbon actually feels really dry. So, okay, let's get some of that off my fingers. All that Fabri-Tac. I glued my fingers. All right, let's move that aside. And there's the finished card on that one. And this background paper I did use from the paper pack. That was from the photo play, or yep, the photo play pack. Land that I love. That was cute. Let's move that aside for now. Get that out of the way. And we have one left. So, again, an A2. And we have a regular, this one I left a little white border. So we have 4 by 5 1/4. And we can glue this one down. You know, I don't write instructions out for most things. So I just try to, you know, figure it out in my head. And sometimes I just kind of get ahead of myself. But it's still, you guys don't know. Don't tell nobody, okay? All right, so this one, I made a pinwheel. So you went right to Design Space, punch in 3D pinwheels, and they have them. So I printed one out, cut one out in the 6-inch square so I can kind of show you guys. So there's, on each corner, they do a little hole in it, and there's a hole in the middle. So what you do is you take each one and go over. I didn't bring a little brad. I'm just going to show you guys. Each one, bring it over like that. It's very easy to do. Okay, and there's your pinwheel. You put a brad through the middle, and you have a pinwheel. Okay, so now this one is 3-inch, and this one was a 1.5 inch. So I did two different ones. Now, because they're so tiny, you can't get a brad through, so I had to glue these. So instead of putting a brad through, I took this one, I glued it down. I let my little handy dandy, it might not work on this one because this is bigger, but I did my, here we are. I took my little handy dandy tweezers and held it in place for a few minutes. That's why I love reversible tweezers. And then, so all the way around I glued it because it's too small to get a brad in because the holes are so tiny it would have ripped because there's not much of the ends on there. So I'll put all that together. Now we're going to glue this right up here. But first, I got straws. I got lots of straws because I make pinwheels. I have the We Are Memory Keeper pinwheel board. So if you guys have that, you can make pinwheels out of that. I was working on Design Space, so it was just as easy to pick one out of Design Space and make one instead of getting the board out. So what I did is I cut a little bit of my straw off. I'm going to flatten one end of it because I'm going to tuck it under here. Okay, so I'm going to tuck it under. So I know right about here I want glue. And I'll go a little heavy on the glue just so that I want it to stay. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on an angle like that. Get some glue off of here. Just like that. So again, I'll go a little heavier on the glue. Probably should have did this one first because it's probably not going to dry for us right away. So hold that down. See if it was. And I put in the middle of this one, since I didn't use a brad, I just had these little star flatbacks. So I just put one in the middle to look like brad. Okay, so now we have this. And now I'm going to take this one. So off of this sticker pack, we're going to take this Happy 4th of July off of here. And this one I'm not backing at all because it's plenty. But what I'm going to try to do is I think I want to do it over here like this. Kind of over the top like that. Or you could just take it and put it off to the side, which it's kind of dead over there. So maybe I'll just put it off to the side. But you could take and put it like this and across like that and bulk it up. So you could do that. But I think we're going to leave it like that because it's pretty empty over there. Quit sticking to me. Let's foam that up. Puff it up. Okay. Just to give it a little more bulk. Not that that doesn't have enough bulk, that pinwheel. This is definitely not a mailing card. This is a handout card. So this is definitely not one for mailing. Everything else would be okay to mail, but not this one. Let me move some of this stuff out of our way because we are done. And I'm going to show you the cards a little bit more close up. 5 cards in a half an hour, not bad. So there's our cute little pinwheel one. Just a little something different. I just think that turned out really cute. I really like that. Simple. You could have did a pattern background, but I thought it was a little too busy. So most of it kind of was too busy. I kind of held the pinwheel up against a lot of the backgrounds. I didn't really like it, so I kept the plain background, and the pinwheel was busy enough. And then, like I said, straws you can get anywhere. If I see clearance straws, I pick them up because, you know, I do make pinwheels and stuff like that to hand out to kids. And then we had just our simple one where we used the paper pack. And we have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different layers. And I put some gems up here. And then we did pop up this whole top section here. We popped up. Simple card. This one, my favorite. I really like the gold background, the stars. It's really pretty in person. I don't know that you guys are getting the effect from camera. But you could also did a bow in the middle, which is what I was going to do first, but I didn't pre-make the bow. And I'm like I said, you don't want to see me make a bow. But I like the gem, but you could actually just do a bow there. But if you're not good at bows like me, a gem works well. You know, or you could have took, if you wanted to, you could have took this and put it right over the top in the middle. So there's a lot of different varieties you could have did. This one, very simple, but still, I don't know that the fireworks are showing real well on camera, but it's just a simple, it didn't take long for the Cricut to make that for me. Simple fireworks in the background, then you have your gems, and that's it on that one. And then my flag one I really love, using lace, but like I said, you can use you know, strips of white paper if you don't have any kind of lace. And you can use white washi tape even. And so there's a lot of different things you can use on there. So that's it. I hope you guys got some inspiration out of these. And you'll try a few. They're all pretty. I can do the I could give you guys the Cricut Design Space thing for this one. The pinwheel you can find just by pushing the pinwheels. I could give you the firework one after I did all the work. I could put that on for you guys. So I'll work on that, get it all on one. So there you go. Some inspiration for your patriotic 4th of July, Memorial Day, whatever. Memorial Day is past now, but it'd be good for July 4th. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you could give me a like and subscribe to my channel, that would really help. And share the video, that would also help. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you later.